Here we are again, guys, on another beautiful fall day, getting ready to go out for another ride. Let's check out what we have today. Look at this groovy color. This is an e-bike from CMaceWheel, being sold exclusively by Buy Best Gear. I'll have the link down in the description for this e-bike. This is not just your ordinary e-bike. We have two motors on this one, and I'm excited. We have two dual 750 watt nominal motors, peak around 1,000 watts apiece. Very exciting. We have a 20 amp hour Samsung cell lithium battery. So I should be able to get my big old heavy 230 pounds over 30 miles with this bike. And this bike has one of the coolest looking front ends I think I've ever seen. Check this out. Isn't that cool? Now this headlight can be mounted anywhere on the stem you want. You know, up and down, because it is front suspension. Look how long those forks are. Pretty cool, huh? We have plastic hubs, which I do like, or plastic fenders, I should say. I always call those hubs, I don't know why. Plastic fenders, which keeps the noise down and the weight. We got a 7-speed Shimano gearing system with a Shimano turning derailleur. We have a rack. Their claim, I believe, is up to 110 pounds on this one. We have an adjustable stem that comes with the bike, guys. That's cool. Otherwise, you're probably picking it up if you're a fairly tall person. Now, I pull mine back because my arms are kind of short, so I do it that way for that. And I can just raise my seat to wherever I need it to be. So this has, I believe, the K-Tet. Let's see. Yeah, we have K-Tet hydraulic brakes on this with 180 millimeter thick rotors. These are really thick. We have suspension in the rear. It's a common suspension we see on a lot of these e-bikes. This e-bike does not have to have the key in it to ride. Once you pop the battery in and pop it out, you've got to unlock it with the key and just push the button to pull it back. We have a nice cushy seat with this one. And this one actually has a little pull tab here because there's a light up underneath here for extra lighting if you want that. But it does come with not just brake lights, it comes with turn signals. Let's go ahead and boot this up for a second. Show you what we have. Look at that display. It's got a really cool display on it too. It is my phone holder. Okay, so we have headlights on and off. Go ahead and kick them on here. A lot of bright light. Can't see the headlights real good today, but you can see the tail lights. So let's take and turn the turn signal on here. I'm flipping you upside down. I hope you're all right. All right, so let's go back to right. There's your right turn signal. And then if we want to pull the brakes, there's your brake along with the left turn signal. And there's back just the tail light. The headlight does look cool, but it's difficult to see right now with the light shining right into it. But it's really a cool look. This is one of the better looking e-bikes I think I've seen out there. The color's groovy now. You either gonna dig it or you ain't gonna dig it. I mean, I'm okay with black and silver and things of that sort too, but this is different. A little different. We do have the dual chain rail projector, which is nice on there as well. What else haven't we talked about? Let's go through some of this stuff here. We've got a horn. All this on the mechanical portion here. It's your headlights, turn signals, and horns on the mechanical portion. Let's turn the lights off here so we can get a brighter display. Or do we have? I think we have it dimmed. And that's dim. If you hit the light switch, that dims it. It's just we probably need to turn the display up a little bit here. So let's show you what we got with the positive and minus. If we just go positive and minus, you're going to go through your pedal assist. It's currently set 0 to 5. If you hit the enter or I button up here, it's going to take you through trip, odometer, max, average speed, and back to trip again. Now if you hold down, you see right now it's in rear wheel drive only. If you hold down the positive, it switches you to all-wheel drive. And I like that it goes right to all-wheel drive next instead of front wheel. I've had bikes that just go to front wheel next, and that can be trouble when you're trying to climb hills and things. So they put that in the right place. So your third position is front wheel on this one. And then you hold it again, it goes back to rear. Now there's some changes we got to do with this, so let's do them together here. You'll positive and negative to go into your settings. And the first one is your mile per hour or kilometer. It comes set on kilometer, but I have it switched to mile per hour now. And then you hit plus again, you go to the next one, that's your volts. And there's your pedal assist. Tire size. Now I did move this down to 23.2. If that doesn't work, we'll put it back up to 24. It came shipped at 24, but usually I found that around 23 inches is a lot closer to getting you at the right speeds with the GPS. 5. I'm not sure. We're set at 01. That might be magnets or something of that sort. I'm not really sure. It's currently set at 32 mile per hour. We could raise this, but let's just go ahead and check and see how it does here at the speed from the factory. 7, I'm not sure. 8, you need to set this if you want your throttle to work. It comes set at 0, 0, and your throttle will not work. So that's basically what we got there. The rest of these I'm not sure about. I would like to find a way to brighten the display just a little bit. I'm not sure which one it is. I'll have to find out later on, guys. We'll figure that out together. So then you just hold your I or enter button to get back out. Isn't that a cool looking display? It's really cool. We're going to check it out. We're about to take this thing for a ride. We're going to take it out here on this beautiful fall day and see if we can get some good video along with some good ride information to see how this bike really does, taking this big old 230-pound crazy man all over the countryside. So we're about to do that, guys. Let's see what tires we got on this. I did forget, these are Chow Yang tires, and they were max 20 PSI. That's your knobby, it's your basic knobby Chow Yangs. Anything else we missed for now? I think if we missed anything else, guys, we'll pick it up out on the road. And you can always go to the website. I'll put the link right down below there. You can go check these guys out, check the bike out, get all the specs you need to get. So we'll see you out on the road here. Yippee-ki! Here's what the packaging looks like before it's opened. This is the CMaceWheel. This is what it looks like in the packaging. Okay, we have a really nice little toolbox. A pump, got a multi wrench, multi-Allen, and appears to be a tire repair kit. We have nice pedals. The metal pedals, they actually have grips on them, so these will be nice. Phone holder, a 16 and 18 millimeter wrench, little Allen key. We have some very small screws to be determined what it goes in, and we have our charger. Appears to be 54 volt 3 amp charge, so it is a 3 amp charger, and it has a cooling fan. Yeah, I've actually used this style before. These are pretty good. And in the other box we have headlight, nice big headlight with the horn inside, and appears to be mounting hardware. Plastic fenders, which I actually prefer. Oh, we get to install a rotor. Pretty hefty one. 180 millimeter, but these are very thick. Nah, what told me? There we go. All right, we have Chow Yang tires. CMaceWheel. All right, guys, I did put my seat on this for comfort's sake. Not that the one that comes with it ain't comfortable. It's pretty comfortable. I just like the suspension. All right, well, here we go. I think, hold on 1 second. I gotta make sure I am recording. Yep, and a key. Here we go. Should put this in a lower gear once I start pedaling. Well, I shouldn't have to. I'm in actual all-wheel drive at the moment. So let's just try it in 3. Go up there. Here we go. Yep, and a key. Bye, Mo. Whoa, man. This thing just tore right up that hill. All right, here we go. I was just throttling, man. It just tore right up that hill. All right, let's put this in higher gear. Higher pedal assist. Something holding me back at the moment here. What is it? Brakes. Something is holding me back. Not sure what it is just yet. I don't think my pedal assist turned on. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm just pedaling. All right, let me get down here to the flats. So apparently 0-1 is not what we want. I think it's going to be 0-2, guys. Let's get back in the menu. I turned on my throttle, but turned off pedal assist. Go back to pedal assist 1 to get in the menu, guys. Or 0, I mean. I'm sorry. Hold plus and minus. We got to go up to 8, I believe it was. 6, 7, 8. And we want to switch this to number 2. Let's try that one. All right, so before I get out on the highway, let's go this way. Make sure my pedal assist is working now. Yep, I'm missing rear wheel drive though. We do want to switch that. Hold that positive down. There we go. Man, do you feel the kick when it goes into all-wheel drive? Holy mackerel. There's a huge difference in this bike between rear wheel and all wheel. All right, guys, we're going to take it down on the bike trail just for a little bit. I found that that's a better place to check out all of our pedal assist and such. But we will see. Oh, I got to change this one more thing. I just keep doing one thing. My brain is not doing what it's supposed to do, guys. Here we go. Now we got that on. We can see how fast we're going. Wow, this thing just peels out. That is crazy powerful. All right, here we go. We're gonna see how fast we can get her up to here. .26. GPS says 28, guys, pedal assisting. I forgot I do have blinkers, so I could use my blinkers and brakes here to show them I'm turning. And we'll have to change the wheel size down a little farther here. Down or up? We'll go down first. Be up here somewhere flat. Okay, stop here for a second. Stop here for a second, go back down, pedal assist 0, menu. Okay, we want wheel size. We're going to change this down, try it right at 23 this time, and enter that. Okay, and we'll see if that ends up leveling out here. So first test, we're going to put it in pedal assist 1 and just see how many rotations it takes to get this thing going. Okay, we're in just rear wheel drive at the moment, and I ain't got my foot in the right position, so here we go. 1.5. Yeah, it's okay. First of all, it's just a real slow pedal assist 1, guys. So let's just check that out first. And I was in a pretty high gear to do that, so I couldn't tell the rotation, but we'll try it. So we're looking about 6 miles an hour in pedal assist 1, which is good. Let's go pedal assist 2. We'll go and check out the lower pedal assist here for now. See where this takes us. Is that just a gradual pedal? I'm just in rear wheel drive now. So this is a good bike trail bike as far as getting it down to speed. So there's about 11.6. Let's try 3. I felt a big jolt there at 3. Barely pedaling here. It kicks you way up in 3. So 16, 17. Yeah, about 17.6. Our speedometer is on the money now too, guys. So 23 inches is what you want to be set at. Let's go pedal assist 4. 22.6, 22.7. All right, let's slow down here for a minute. Check out the bridge, guys. Check out the bridge. It's beautiful. I love this bridge. Old train bridge. And now that we're in pedal assist 4, we'll check out the rotation. I'll put this down to a low gear, like 1, and we'll see from takeoff. Seems that probably for me, I'm going to be riding this thing in pedal assist 4 mostly. So pedal assist 4, gear 1. Let's see how many rotations it takes to help you start. 1, yeah, just barely over 1, guys. Just barely over 1. So it's not bad. That's pretty good. So far, this bike has got just tons of torque, and I'm still on just rear wheel drive at the moment. I do have to bed my brakes in some. They're a little grindy at the moment. I thought they were grabbing at first, but it wasn't. Okay, I just throttled to take off just to see. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to stop and do repair. My handlebars are spinning. Let's get up here somewhere where I can do that. Do a quick repair here. That's why you bring your tools with you, guys. Something like that. I thought I had them things cranked down, but it wants to spin on me, so we're going to stop right here. I gotta know right now before we go in. I think we can go. Let's try this again. While you take your tools. Yep. All right, so we're going to do top speed, pedal assist 4, just rear only. And I can tell you right now, this thing's just got crazy power, crazy torque. Okay, so it's throttling me about 22. So we'll go up one more. Pedal assist 5. Rear wheel drive only. Wow. Come on, GPS, catch up. Bike is saying 28. Now GPS is now too. All right. So we hit top speed. Now we're going to go ahead and switch this to all-wheel drive. My favorite. Oh, we'll get the flashing one. You know what that means? I think that means that is probably not the one we want. That's probably the economy one. I didn't know it had that. Now it's flashing. Maybe that just means it's got to do that. All right, it's just showing it's got all-wheel drive now. Boy, oh boy. Pedal assist 5. Where's Black Squirrel? Wow. Guys, you know I've ridden on some powerful e-bikes. This one right now feels like it's the most powerful thing I've been on yet. I mean, it's top speed stops, they cap you at 28 like they're supposed to. But man, oh man, does it have torque. It just goes. I am thoroughly impressed with that. Well, we're just gonna put it back down the rear for now. Ain't no sense wasting fuel economy, right? Or battery economy in this case. I'm gonna just front. Let's try just front. See how powerful that is. It's not bad. It's a little. It's just a little normal feeling, really. got less torque, that's for sure, but it's still powerful. Let's go back to just rear. Holy cow, this thing wants to go, man. Wants to go, go, go. I'm liking that. All right, let's take her down pedal assist free here for a little bit, man. We don't need to be going this fast right now on the bike trail. So 23" on your tires has got us almost exactly right on the GPS. Your GPS will lag, so it's going to be behind just a tad bit, and it rounds it. So it'll probably round this up to 18 here at some point. And it could just be I need to set this down just a little bit farther. You could fine tune this one. It's really nice, guys. You can go, you got 1-digit increments. So I'm at 23 now. You can set it at 22 whatever, 22.5, 22.6, 22.7, 22.8 as far as the inches go, which is a great thing about this menu, about this display. It is cold out, guys, so I hope I don't snot too much. If you hear me go like that, you know what's going on. The last couple rides been like that. Can't help it. My nose runs when it gets cold out. I don't like it. I try to cut out as much as I can. I'll tell you one thing. I'm absolutely loving this bike right now. The way it feels. It's lightweight. First of all, this thing's 87 pounds with the battery. With the battery. I mean, I wouldn't call that super lightweight, but that's pretty light. For a powerful bike like this with 2 motors, these 750 watt motors on this thing are torquey. All right, that's something we haven't done here. Let's go all-wheel drive. And then let's go pedal assist 5. We're gonna see how fast this thing will go on throttle. But we're gonna get past these corners. Before we find that out. I got a feeling they're going to keep you at 28 whether you like it or not. That's okay with me, guys. It's an e-bike we're talking about. It ain't a motorcycle. We got one more corner here and we're going to find out here if we can get to top speed before we get to the end of this road. We got 2 more corners, I'm sorry. I'm not pedaling at the moment. I may kick it in toward the end, see if we can get a little bit more boost, but we'll see. Got just a slight bit of brake rub too that I could adjust out if it doesn't go away here. All right, so we got this last corner and then we're gonna go. So this will be top speed with all-wheel drive. We know it's 28 with rear. Here we go. Lean into it, it's got a lot of wind. 28.6. Yeah, we're looking at 28.6 top speed, guys. That's where that governs you to. And we have the tire size pretty much right on the money. So I'm happy with all that right there. This is a very, man, it's just, I think I'm gonna be able to climb this hill no problem, just rear wheel drive. So we're gonna try that. We have a bigger hill after this one. So let's just go ahead and hold the plus, get us back down to rear wheel, and we're in rear now. And we'll go up here, stop at the bridge, take a look at this real quick. This groovy e-bike, man. I feel like I need my dreadlocks on for this one. This color is called Miami Limited. It's a Miami Limited edition color. And they got inspired by a particular video game, which I'm not going to mention, guys, because I'm not sure what the status is on copyright with that and all that stuff, but you can probably guess what the color is. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it off, like I like to do when I'm just sitting here doing nothing. All right, I'm going to grab my other camera so we can walk around this and get a really good close-up look. All right, make sure I even got this thing on. I do, but we know. Anyhow, let's step back just for a second and get a groovy look at the groovy bike, guys. CMaceWheel. I actually asked them how to pronounce it, and they said CMaceWheel. So that's what we have. I thought it was like CMaceWheel, but it's not. CMaceWheel. It is gorgeous. I do have my seat on. Not that the other one's uncomfortable, because it is very comfortable. Comfortable seat that comes with the bike. Mine has suspension posts already hooked up. It was just convenient, guys. And that's my Hasagi bag that I put on all the bikes. I keep all my tools, all my gadgets in it. It's nice. So right under the Hasagi bag, we have the rack, which they claim will hold up to 110 pounds. Me personally, I don't like to put people on the back, to be honest with you. You know, they do make cargo bikes that's for that. This one here, put your bags and stuff on it. You do what you want with it, but I would just put your bags on it and be happy. This is the V20. Also, we have plastic. What are these called again? Fenders, right? I always want to call them a hub for some reason. They're fender. Hubs are down here. Anyhow, we got the K-Tet brakes, hydraulic brakes, and these seem to work really good. And we have very thick 180 millimeter rotors on this, guys. We have rear suspension, which I'm feeling going down the road. So between that and my suspension post, feels really good. We have a 20 amp hour Samsung battery. And I have used the 20 amp Samsung batteries on other bikes before, and it does get me over 30 miles. So I'm pretty happy about that. We'll see how that does today, because this bike seems really torquey, guys. We got the dual forks in the front with suspension on their own. And look at that. I put my headlight up here. You know, you can put it down here. I had it down here first, and then I moved it up to here, and I got the thinking, well, I don't want it banging, you know, you up against stuff when the suspension's moving up and down, so I put it up even higher. So we'll see. There is no adjustments on this. What you get is what you get, and it feels plenty sufficient. That's a hard word for this old man to say sometimes. We have Chow Yang tires, 20 psi max knobbies. We got the half twist throttle. We got the Shimano 7-gear system and rear derailleur. It's a Shimano tourney. There is no protector on this particular one, so try not to knock it over. You do have the dual chain rail guards, which is nice to have, and they give you some nice pedals, guys. I like it when they give you this style instead of them cheap folding plastic ones. These are metal, and they do have some feet grips, so I do like that. Happy about all that. My mirror on it, these mirrors are cheap, real easy to cut in on these. Just cut you out a little nickel size hole, shove it in there, tighten it down. I've got videos on that too. A lot of mechanical stuff here, which is kind of cool. Got your headlights. Let's see if we can see them a little better right now. Oh, I don't have my power on. Let's turn the power on. Okay. See them a little bit. It's like a ring light right now with the light hitting it. And you'll see them at night though, in the rear. And I thought I read something about high and low beams, but I'm not positive on that. And you see the rear on there. We got a blinker on right now. We've been turning left for a long ways. Let's turn that off. Would be nice to have a little indicator for that. And your horn. There we go. I think we went over everything, guys. Let's do the best part of this thing and get out here and ride. Alrighty. Try to climb this hill in rear wheel only. This bike feels like it has the power to do that, guys. So let's give that a try. Turn off my headlight. Well, let's leave it on for this. It's dark up in here. Put it on. Just go ahead and put it on pedal assist 5 to start with. And I'm going to try it in the high gear 7. Let's see how it goes. The throttle will take off, and then we'll start pedaling. We are pedaling. We'll see if it can make it. It just feels like it wants to go, man. Even this rear wheel drive just wants to go, go, go. We are starting the ascent. Right now I don't feel any pressure hardly at all. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit. Wow, 7th gear. Slowing down a little bit, but I've had all-wheel drive slow down this far. Wow, that's really good, guys. I just got a little bit of pressure going into this. This ain't hardly anything at all. This is an amazing bike. So I imagine with the range you can get on this, because you can ride this in rear wheel over the hills, is going to be pretty good. And this company, Buy Best Gear, rates their range a lot lower, guys, than I've ever seen any other company do. People always overrate it, but they claim that in pedal assist mode you can get 50 miles max And then they claim in throttle only, you can get 43 miles max. And that's probably not too terribly far off. All right, we're gonna take this down on the monster hill climb, guys. And we will go all-wheel drive for that one. I'm not gonna put too much stress on just the rear wheel. Even though this bike can do it, doesn't mean you should, right? I'll bend these brakes in a little bit while we're going down this hill. I mean, if you got the ability to save a little bit of stress on the motor, do that with your all-wheel drive. And matter of fact, I think here we're going to ride in all-wheel drive. I'm going to stop up here for a minute, and we're going to ride in all-wheel drive for the rest of this ride, just to see if I can get my 30+ miles out of in all-wheel drive. Did not reset the trip. We're going to do that here first. So we know we're at 5 miles right now. Let me get up here, away from these people yard in case they got a dog or something. And we're going to see if this has the same trip reset as all the other ones, which is, got to put this in 0, should be minus and I, or enter. Yep, trip reset. So we have 5 miles on it, but now we're back to 0 because I always seem to forget to do that. We're going to go ahead and put this in pedal assist 5. We are in 7th gear, and we're going to try to climb this hill, guys, and all-wheel drive. I think we'll do it. Man, oh man, does it got power. We're just trying pedal assist first, guys. We'll watch this spot right here. I know there's a bunch of loose rock. Here comes a Jeep or something. Alright, so we're just pedal assisting it. I hit that bump and that front wheel spun. Oh man, it's pulling me up 10 mile an hour. 9 mile, this is the steepest spot right here. 9 mile an hour on the steepest spot of this hill. Wow, this thing is a monster climber, guys. I've got other powerful bikes, you know that, but this one's more powerful, guys. I hate to say it, but it is. I think it's just because it's lighter. The wattage on the motor is less, but it's a lighter bike, and they got something set up just beautifully on this. Of course, you know, the range on this is going to, you know, be limit me a little lower than some of the other ones, but this is a strong bike. Amazing. Where's the deers at today? And the antelopes. Where's all the deers and the antelopes? Play. Suddenly we heard a discouraging bird, cause it was squawking and squealing all day. Where we at? So we are heading into Sasquatch territory, guys. If they were real, that's where we're going. Yep, I ain't seen one yet, but maybe I will someday. If you can actually see a mythological creature, maybe we'll see Sasquatches. Regardless, they're fun to talk about, so we'll talk about them, sometimes sings about them. I just don't know what rhymes with Sasquatches. Maybe a bucket of watches rhymes with Sasquatches? Yep. Yeah, I pick that stuff up pretty quick sometimes. I make them songs up just like bam, just like that. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they're just really dumb. But that's alright. Because I am crazy, you know. Everybody knows I'm crazy. This thing climbed that hill with a massive amount of brutality and strength. And it ate it alive, guys. This thing felt like a dirt bike climbing that hill. Yeah, I exaggerated that part just a little bit, but it felt like a very strong e-bike, very strong e-bicycle that climbed that hill with no problem at all. But we're gonna go ahead and leave this in rear-wheel drive, guys, just for a couple reasons. One, oh man, hold on, we gotta hold on. Not the best place to stop, so we won't stay long, guys. But oh my, we just gotta look for a second. Sometimes you gotta look at all the beauty, right? Because there it is. There it is. Uh-oh, don't go backwards. Sasquatches, can you hear me? That's what I gotta do. Sasquatch, can you hear me? And if they was real, they'd come running. Yep. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. My bike. I think I had my hand on the brake. I do that all the time. I hear something. One of these days, there's going to be a Sasquatch come running down there and grab a hold of me and have me for dinner because I've been making fun of them. I don't know. Anywho, let's get back on this ride and get a little more serious. Get a little more serious. Another beautiful spot. I can't stop and look at all of them, guys, but there's beauty just everywhere right now this time of year. Now, there's beauty almost every part of every time of the year. We're even going to find out when I'm out here in the snow. And I tell you what, groovy color or not, I'll probably be taking this bike out in the snow this year and see how it does. Oh man, I forgot about, well, we're going to go past them. Shh, be quiet, there's a lot of water here. Don't see him. He must be in the house today. That Rottweiler just about got me last time. Oh, look at this. Raise my chest up. I got my brakes in while I'm going. You can hear. I'm trying to remember if this is the one that was backwards here. Yeah. Okay, so the right brake handle is front on this one, and the left is rear. That's why I'm hearing so much brake rub in the front. I've been pulling this backwards. You're supposed to use the rear until you start slowing down a little, then you put pressure on the front to stop. Or a lot of times I just pull at the same time. I don't know what's right or wrong. Don't tell me who's right or wrong. You ain't gonna sing it right. I'm a little bit crazy on the middle of a Saturday night, day, whatever you want to call it. See, sometimes them words don't come out right. Sometimes they just don't end on a rhyme. All the time. Sometimes we're gonna whine. We're gonna take a left. This is gonna be scary, guys. This is an abandoned house road, and it's scary. Them brakes in. Yep, this is spooky. There's our house, man. There's just equipment everywhere. Whoa. I would not be surprised if something come barreling out of somewhere after me. Ooh, what is that? That is spooky. That house is completely abandoned, I believe, guys. Take a quick peek. That's all we're going to look at. I'm getting out of here. This is scary. You got an electric fence for a walkway right there. Sure is pretty, though. Old trucks and old vans. Look at that thing. I don't even know what that is, guys. And there's a camper sitting up here by the road. Hopefully nobody living in it. It might be Sasquatch living in it. I'll let you see. I'll holler for him, see if he comes out. Sasquatch! Oh! There's something up in those woods, guys. Hear it? Sounds a little bit like a bird. See? Oh, man, I almost took off again. Look at that. I don't know why that flashes when it's in all-wheel drive. It could be that they don't want you to stay in all-wheel drive with this bike all the time. I don't know. If anybody has that info. Look at it. Man, what? That clothes. See, Sasquatch been dumping clothes there or something. Get up this hill, man. This is scary. There's a little... Oh, hold on a minute. Something I never saw before. Back in there, there appears to be another camper. You can sit way back in the woods there. Be a heck of a place to camp out now. Be out here listening to the bobcats and the squirrels and the jaguars and the, no,
Probably none, but maybe bad bobcats, I believe. And maybe a lynx. But you're not going to see no Tyrannosaurus rexes or anything right now. Not this time of year, no. You might see them later on. There was a bunch of rabbits up here when I was here before. This is a rabbit field, I call it. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, guys. I'm taking you around the middle of nowhere today. So now we're seeing how this thing does on the gravel, which does pretty good. But I hope them tires do real good, because I have not yet stuck flat out in them. And I don't want to get a flat. I try to put flat out in all the bikes, guys. Flat out's about the least expensive way of keeping your tires from popping on you. Worst case scenario will get you home, but most cases it turns to Kevlar once it hits the air, and it seals up big old holes, guys, and you can ride on it for a long period of time, sometimes years. Sometimes years. And it's only $20 a bottle, and you can do 2 e-bikes with it. 20-inch tire e-bikes, that is. They recommend 10 ounces in each tire, but I put 8 ounces in each one. I haven't had any problems with that. That way you can get 2 bikes for 1 bottle. And I've actually heard people say that they put even 6 ounces in them, and it's just fine. But it just depends. Depends on how much protection you want and how much money you don't mind spending. Anyhow, it's a good time for a shout out, because I got people giving me some awful nice comments from all over the world right now, guys. I had a fellow from India, not India, yeah, I've also had India, many from India, but Indonesia, I had one give me a shout out. I'm trying to think, I can't think of his username. It was like Mambo or something like that. But hey, guy, he says, hey, I say hey back. And I had a fellow from France just yesterday give me a shout out, say hello, and I'm going to give him a shout out back. I cannot think of his username. It was time, something to do with time. So if there's a time in your name, guys, you know who I'm talking about, sir. And I don't speak French, parlez-vous français, about as far as I can get. French fries, maybe. That's about all I can do with French. But I did actually recognize some of the words you were saying, because I have picked up some throughout school and things of that sort. I took Spanish, and I can't speak it neither. Except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about it. Pero no entiende bien, me puede hablar un poco más despacio. Yep, that's it, guys, for my Spanish. In Chinese, I could count to 10. San, Su, Liu, Chi, Ba, Jo, Shu. And what else? Oh, in Finnish, man, can I remember this? Let me think about it. Uksi, Kaksi, Kolame. Man, oh man, I've forgotten. I'm going to have to re-go over that, my Finnish friend. But was it pond? Limpe, pond? And crick is like pudo, it's crick. There's a couple words I remember. Oopsie, coxie, call me. Man, I can't remember. I have to go back over again. I'm trying to pick up, there's so many different things I got to pick up, and man, have I got hit, guys, lately with a lot of leaves. Look at this beautiful leaves falling. Look at this. Oh, that's just gorgeous, guys. Perfect timing for that. But I've been reviewing so many bikes lately, I can't even think about what my name is, so I got to do a study for each bike, you know, and figure out how to do the menus and all that. This little bike is just a scooter, man. It just go. Keep the comments coming, especially all you folks from all over the world that I didn't even know was watching me. It's nice to see that my channel's getting out there a little bit. And I tell you what, if you want a good bike, guys, Papa giving this a double thumbs up. If I had 2 thumbs on my right hand, I'd put them both up. And I'm not going to do it with the other one because I'm going to keep one on the handlebar. I really like this bike. It's awful beautiful out here today. Whoa, something in the woods tried to scare me away. Away I went as fast as I could. But boy, oh boy, is this e-bike awful good. Yippee! I made that up. You didn't know I could do that, did you? I made that up just now. 20 amp hour Samsung cell battery. And it seems to be doing really good right now, guys. I like the half twist throttle. I'm a liker of the mechanical stuff over here. You know, it keeps me from having to scroll through all the little display, helps my eyeballs and stuff. I put this on, dingo bell, I do that. And I put the mirrors on these as well, because it's just safety out here. And plus, when you're on a bike trail, you don't want to scare somebody half to death just by hitting your horn, going, doing one of them things. Look at that front end, guys. Is that gorgeous or what? I gotta see if my camera's still on. So far it is. So far it's still going. And them little 750 motors, man, are just powerful. Powerful as could be. I am just tickled. Pink and green and all sorts of crazy colors with this. Let's stop and get something to drink. Are you thirsty? I am. Get myself a Gatorade. Boy, he turned his head on that one. He turned his head on that. I thought he was going to snap right in half trying to look at that bike. It's pretty gorgeous. It's gorgeous on a gorgeous day. We was just clear up there on top of them hills right there. And boy, did we climb them with no problem at all. Right up there where the hawks flying. And the chicken hawks and the buzzards, all that. He could barely climb that little hill with his car. We flew up that thing. And same deal over there. Now we're going to go clear over there. We're going to go up there and get on some big mountains too. We're going to go back a beautiful road. Since this thing's got the range abilities, I'm not taking this just on my 20 router. We're going to take it on the 30 router, 30 mile, okay? That all right, you guys? You don't have to watch it all. You just watch what you want to watch, all right? Let's turn this thing back on here. Get this back in place. Let's see what it says now in bars. It says it's 5 bars again. That's what happens when you turn them off and back on. The only thing I wish this had would be your voltage or percentage. A lot of them don't come with it. I don't know why. They all should have it. Every one of them, in my opinion. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's just go. Ready, set, here we go. Oh man, that suspension was great. That was great. I felt it front and back. Get on this bad motor scooter and ride. Get on my bad motor scooter and ride, ride, ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. You guys didn't know I was a rock and roller too, did you? Yeah, yeah. I'm also a pirate. SpongeBob, get back to work, boy. If I can do it all. But Mr. Krabs, yep, I'm a little bit crazy, and I'm a little bit rock and roll. That's a big hill right here, guys. Remember, I pointed at it when I was down there on the bridge. We're going up on top of that one, and we certainly are. Look at this gorgeous trees. Leaves are falling hard now, though. Not going to have much more of this. All right, here's where we're going to be careful. They fly over this hill. All right, we're going down the hill now. Going down the hill. Beautiful. That is gorgeous right there. It's a steepy, guys. We're full of shots on that one. I see I'm climbing this big hill in rear wheel drive. Pedal assist 4 in 7th gear. Not even have to worry about shifting down. That's because this has got that much power. Even when the battery's down to 3 bars. So, still liking this bike a lot. we're going to take a chance with it. 2 bars left here, and we're going to keep it in all-wheel drive. See if it gets me close to that 30-mile mark. That's a good thing to know, because if you're out there riding on these type of hills and stuff, you want to know if this bike's going to get you, you know, at least 30 miles. And if you're lighter, then you can also assume that if it gets me 30 miles, it's going to get you 35 or 40, right? In all-wheel drive. But you got to factor in your weight. You got to factor in what pedal assist you like to ride into. You got to factor in what your terrain's like, how fast you want to go, how fast you ride your bike. You got to factor all those things in when you're trying to figure out how far you can go. Now this is a 48 volt e-bike. I don't know if I mentioned that. So 48 volt e-bikes, for me, with my weight and how I like to ride, if they're 15 amp hour batteries, gets me between 20 and 25 miles on just about every bike I've ever rode that has 15 amp hour 48 volt battery. Now I have rode on the 20 amp hour, this exact same Samsung 20 amp hour battery, a different bike that was also all-wheel drive, and I rode it mostly all-wheel drive as well, and it got me just right at 30 miles. Probably could have squeaked out a couple more. It was down at the bottom of it though. So I'm assuming this is going to be pretty similar because they were both 750 watt motors. We're going to try to get it because it's not even flashing yet, guys. Keep in mind, I'm going to stress it too, guys. Keep in mind, most of you is not going to keep this in all-wheel drive all the time unless you're on constant hills. So the range, this isn't really the route I took today isn't really a good range test. This is more of a hill climbing test. But you can also factor in, if you factor in, well, he's 230 pounds and he was on nothing but hills all day and mostly all-wheel drive, and it still got him this many miles. And that gives you confidence to know that, you know, if you're 150, 180 pounds or something like that, you're going to go a long ways on this bike, especially if you have mostly flatter terrain. Flat out tennis armor, slime, whatever it is you want to put them. You should put something in now, because these wider tires are kind of magnets to flats. This should be the last big hill we have to climb here. We're not flashing yet, so I shouldn't have any problem getting home. Alright, we're going to stop up here at the stop sign, as long as there's no cars behind me. And we're going to see if we have any more bars left. If we do, we'll go a little farther. Yep, I keep pulling that wrong brake. This is rear. Left is rear on this one. Left is rear. Let's shut her off. I don't see nothing coming behind me yet. I felt my seat just... Yeah. Get some oil back in this seat, I think. Let's see what it says now. It says we have 2 bars, guys. 14.2, so we're on. Yeah, let's go a little bit farther. Guys, I'm assuming I can get 5 or 6 miles out of 1 bar. I don't know, though. That could be a yippity-ki-yo-yo, no. Possibly. I've actually went about 16 miles with just 1 bar. So it's when it's flashing, I get about 4 to 6 miles, usually. But I do not want to have to call my wife to come get me. And it is still beautiful out here, guys, so we can enjoy a little bit of beauty yet. Let's do it, folks. We are still in all-wheel drive. It's not flashing. I don't know if this one does flash. That's the other thing. It could be I'm on the flashy part now. I don't know. You can go. Oh, there's another one. This front wheel peels out. It's funny. Even now, still down to 1 bar, it's still peeling out. And guys, I haven't went easy. I've been in pedal assist 4 or 5 almost the whole time, and I've been in all-wheel drive almost the whole time. So, like I say, this is not a good range test if you're just trying to see how far you can get the bike to go. A lot of people like to do that, but I like to do it where this is how you're going to probably ride it, right? That's how I like to do it. Then you see how many miles you really can get. But you do still have to factor in how heavy I am, 230 pounds. And I have massive hills all over. Everywhere around my home, I have massive hills. So, you know, it's kind of brutal. My tests around here are a little bit brutal on these bikes. There we go. Now I'm pulling the right brake, which is the left one. When I say I don't mean right, is pull the right brake. I'm pulling the proper brake. There we go. Left one, then when you get close to stopping, and you go ahead and help it with the right one. The proper one, not necessarily the right one. All right, let's see if we can get across this road. It is getting off work time. It's highway. This ain't just a road. This is a highway. All right, we got across. Still pulling up the hill just fine. I mean, I can feel it, but it's not bad. This is another steepie. Just a comfortable bike, though, man. The suspension feels great. Feels safe and comfortable going around these hills and downhills and over the bumps and all that. About 27.3 with just 1 bar left, guys. That ain't bad. All right, now we're gonna go down a steepy hill here. I'm gonna pull this left brake even more. Yep, making sure it can lock them up. So the right one. Yep, they're good, man. There's some good brakes. Everything about this bike, guys, I just really like. I don't think there's anything about it I don't like. All right, we're gonna stop here in this gorgeous light. I'm gonna turn it toward the light so you guys can see it. And we'll get off. We're gonna take a peek at the range and all this stuff here. Okay, we're showing 1 bar, but it ain't even flashing yet, guys. 19.2, and we had 5 miles we took off earlier. So 24.2 miles we went. Still showing 1. So we was down there in the bottom of it, guys. But I tell you what, I was doing some massive hills. I'm a big dude, but I still think that'll go to a part where it flashes yet. I'll let you know here. I'll put that in the video as well. If it goes to the parts that's flashing, you can probably count on at least a few more miles when it starts flashing. So the 1 bar could still get you 5 miles or 6 miles at this point. So I think all in all, we ran this all-wheel drive. It did pretty darn good. And drive it a little bit more sensible, it's going to do better. A lot of bumps today. Like so much about this bike. It's cool. Yeah, this is definitely a big thumbs up for CMaceWheel. There she is, guys, in all of its glory. And we're going to cut this down. We're going to let Jack say the outro, all right? Peace out.
Subscribe, like, comment, and then down on the button to see more videos.